Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel where we focus on using ordinary materials to make beautiful things. Today I am working on a Halloween journal. And I've wanted to make one for quite a while, and I'm torn. I have some really cute, kind of cutesy Halloween stuff, and then I have kind of a darker, more gothic image of what I think it should look like. So I'm gonna go for the darker kind of imagery, I think, for this one, and then maybe I'll make, instead of a full journal, a smaller folio or something with the kind of cutesy Halloween stuff, just for fun. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, because I think it's fun to dress up and have parties, and I like the mystery of it, and and I like a lot of the gothic imagery and that kind of stuff. Not big on scary movies because, well, I get scared. I know, crazy, right? But I do like stories and things like that, and I think my Halloween journal is not going to be maybe quite as literal. There will be some things in it that are literally Halloween, but I think I'm just going for kind of dark, maybe kind of spooky, or just really mysterious, maybe more mysterious kinds of imagery, that sort of thing. So to that end, I have put together some papers, and I pulled out some tags and stuff. So I'll show you the papers that I have assembled. Some of the, oh, she's upside down. Some of the papers were blank on one side, were printed on one side, and then were just white on the other. So I have backed them with different papers. I have about a dozen sheets, which gives me 24 surfaces. I'm thinking I am going to ring bind them. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the cover yet. It's possible that I'm just going to pull like an old notebook out from somewhere, like something that I haven't used in forever and emptied out maybe, and cover it with fabric or something like that and use it. So that is one possibility. Or I might just go for just the rings with the cover on top. What, baby? My kitty cat brought me a toy, so he's down here meowing, letting me know that he brought me a present. Yeah, you brought me your favorite toy, didn't you? Good boy. Yeah. So here are the papers that I have assembled for the background pages of my journal. And I've kind of gone, that one's upside down. I've kind of gone with darks, or something that I perceive could be made dark. Like, I think the lightest thing in here is there's a couple of music pieces, because I needed to back some pages. This was white on the back. So I feel like this I can, darken down with some ink and some stamping and things like that. So the rest of them, this is a watercolor kind of marbly page. This was a vellum page. I think it might be upside down as well. There we go. Maybe I pulled the thing out upside down. Well, the tray was upside down, so maybe. So this is vellum, and it wasn't quite as big, so I added a little tape on the sides, and got that to stick there. This one is another watercolor kind of marble. This is a book page. Again, there's the other sheet of the music paper. Hey, babe. Speaking of Halloween, that's my black cat. Black and furry. So I used some paper that had been underneath while I was working. That's kind of all grungy. So I thought that made a nice background. Again, this is a grungy kind of underneath. This one goes this way. Yep, I seem to have turned them upside down. Yep, because I made this go down like scales kind of, and then that goes, and then, whoops. This one is kind of a mask overlay piece. I've got some pieces of it left. It was a 12 by 12 sheet, and I've had it in my stash forever, and I decided I needed to use it. So on the back of this paper, it was white, so I just put some different colors of kind of grungy ink and kind of mushed them together, and then put this over the top to give it a little pattern. This is, oops, again, turned. This is a piece of old document that I have crumbled up and inked, and I did a little bit of the wax treatment on this, and it showed all of the crumplings, and I added some colors of ink to it, so it's pretty grungy looking. And then this last one is a piece of paper, just a piece of notebook paper that I had coffee dyed and had spattered with paint and things. And then a few weeks ago when we were doing the candle wax treatment on the paper that Joey DeFee demonstrated, this is what I ended up with on that. I had put some colored wax on there too, so that one's kind of fun. So those are the base pages. So today I want to work on some tags and pockets and things like that. Looks like I'm going to be crafting with cats. I have pulled some larger, medium, and kind of small images to put on the pages. Let me show you the tag bases I have. So some of these came from magazines. When I cut up a magazine, these were some smaller tags that were kind of, I thought, kind of dark and fit the theme of the journal. So those are kind of a smaller. These two are both magazine cutouts that were just mounted on cardstock. These were scraps that got mounted onto a piece of scrapbook paper that I didn't really care for. It was a baby themed scrapbook page that sometimes you get scrapbook papers at the thrift store. I do, that are just kind of random packs, and so when I have something that I don't like, I just glue scraps over it. And that's what these came from. These are all scraps from magazines and offcuts and stuff like that. So I thought those would be good tag bases. I have some journaling cards. These are upcycled advertising cards when they send you the mailers that are about the shape of a recipe card, an index card. They're advertising, so I just cover those. This one's covered with some homemade washi tape made from the stickers that you get in the mail, and covered with just paper on the back. You can kind of see the ad through it a little bit. So that's what this one is. This one's covered with wallpaper that I painted, and so is this one, but they're dark and kind of, aged and splattery looking. Here's an envelope that I made from a magazine page. So I thought maybe that would be something to decorate and put in. And the question is whether or not we want to decorate it this way. So flip it, and you put it in, flip it up. Here's an envelope made from some music paper. Some of the edges were coming undone, so it's got a little bit of washi tape on it. Here's another one that I made without the top part folding down. It's just kind of a pocket. And then I pulled out this little flat bag, which is what I want to start with, this See's candy bag, because I thought I like the shape of the bag. And so my thought was we could either cut it this way and make long tags, or cut it in half and make two pockets, because this is the size of the paper, so it would fit easily. It's kind of wide, but it would fit easily on a page. So I'm thinking we're gonna start with this one, and I just wanna cut it in half and kind of make my two pockets, and then maybe decorate them a little bit. And I've pulled out all kinds of little things to decorate with. So I'll show you my little bin of decorations here in a second. I probably didn't do a very good job of cutting that straight, because I'm not very good at cutting straight. As a matter of fact, I see that I did not. So let's see if I can straighten it out just a little. That's a little better. this way. I probably should have taken it to my paper trimmer, but alas, I did not. Okay, so we have this part now that is a little pocket, so we can maybe cut, cut something here to, so that there's an edge there. And then we have this part that has the top, and we just need to glue the bottom. I think, though, I'm going to use some washi tape. I pulled out a bunch of little clusters that I made previously. So I've got those to embellish. I really enjoy making clusters. I feel like clusters are fun. They're very satisfying. You make clusters and you feel like you've done something. I wonder if I should turn it this way. You feel like you've done something, and you have something to show for it at the end, and they're fun because you're just, stacking up little scraps. Trying to get this even. Got those little clock faces, so trying to aim for the center of the clock face here. So I really like making clusters. So I have a lot of them because it's one of the things I do when I'm frustrated, or I don't know what to do next, or I'm kind of stuck. I make some clusters. So I like that, but I'd like to see the washi tape a little better, so I think I'm just going to put another row here. I'm not worried about the back because when I glue this in, I'm going to glue it on the back, and I'll either glue 3 sides this way and have another spot here, like have a pocket here and a pocket here, or I'll glue 3 sides this way and have 2 pockets, a double pocket on the top. But either way, I'm not too worried about what the back looks like. Oh, I haven't done a very good job of getting that lined up, have I? Maybe I should just line it up over the... So, well, we see that I'm not very good. I didn't get it straight down here, so that's okay. It's all right. You can put a little piece over it and fix it. As a matter of fact, we'll put something there. You can either put a little piece of washi tape, which, maybe I'll do. Maybe another one right down the middle here, just maybe turn it right the way. I need some really wide washi tape. I don't have any. There we go. And that looks wonky, but oh, I bet it's because I cut it wonky. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. It's okay. It's a junk journal, and it's all right because we're gonna decorate it up and it'll be fine. So there. Now we've got a nice little pocket there, and we got to figure out what we're gonna do with this one. So I should probably get a punch, maybe punch here. Don't know, it's very thin paper, so I feel like it might not want to punch well. Wonder if I stick a piece of paper down in there so it's got something else to grab onto. I think I saw somebody doing that. But, you just need to beef it up a little bit so it has something else to grab onto so it doesn't stick so much. So I think that's what I want to do. Let's see, eyeball it. Is that about the middle, right about there? Okay, struggling with this. I guess I need to turn it over. I was thinking I could do it the right way up because it's just so much easier to punch the right way up. but maybe not. I struggle with punches. So I struggle with getting him in the center. Gomez. So that was Gomez. And he has a... All right, I should have punched this. Well, I guess I couldn't punch it before because it was already one piece. See, I should have punched this before I cut it maybe, but I couldn't have done that because this is the bottom half, so. Okay. And it didn't. Nope, it's gonna tear it. Okay. All right, like I said, I struggle with punches, and I think this one is dull. Although, yeah, nope, it's really dull. So, I think somebody said if you use tinfoil, if you cut it with tinfoil, that will help sharpen it. So maybe I should do that and try it. I don't have but maybe 2 or 3 punches, so I'd like them to work. This one's old, so I mean I can't complain, I guess, if it doesn't work anymore. All right. Okay, so we've got that. Maybe let's put a little something on the inside back here. This is fun. This is sticky. It's for patching. It's like for repairing patching walls. Is that too long? I don't think so. So you can stick it over like small holes before you texture the wall, before you put the plaster on and texture the wall. Just want it to show inside. I think I didn't quite cut it short enough. Just needs to be a little shorter. Just a smidge. Just a smidge, just a smidge. I probably should ink this before I put this on, but it's the back of the pocket, and I don't think we're going to see it that much. I mean, you'll see it when it's in there, but something will be in front of it in the journal, a journal card or a tag of some kind. Go, what are you doing, buddy? So he is now digging in one of my boxes that he shouldn't be digging in, so probably gonna have to stop the video and go get him. Okay, there we go. That was more of a struggle than it probably should have been. I'm gonna trim the edges here that are sticking up above the paper, just to even that out. But I do like that. It gives it some texture in the background, so that's nice. Now we can put something over it. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video for just a second and go get my cat out of the box he's playing in. Okay, I'm back, and I thought while I was up, I grabbed my ink. Now let's try the bigger brush here. The walnut stain. He was digging in a box of packing materials. So, looking for some place to be all nice and cozy, probably. Not that he needs to be cozy. It's still 100 and something degrees here, so it's not cold. He just likes to dig in things, find something to get into. So I just want to kind of grunge this up a little bit, which is part of the reason I'm using this brush, because I feel like it gives it a grungier look. guys make Halloween journals? I think about it every year, and then I end up not doing it. And now this year, I think I want to make 2. So, because I just love Halloween. I love Christmas too. So I'm thinking, you know, about the Halloween one. On the other hand, I was thinking about, instead of making a cutesy Halloween one, just making a fall something. And, you know, then maybe doing a page or 2 in it. If it's fall, I could do a page or 2 of the kind of cutesy Halloween. That would be fun. I miss fall the most, I think, is the season I miss the most. Although I really miss spring too. But fall has always been my favorite season. So I definitely miss watching the leaves change. I miss the kind of crisp feeling in the air. I miss the smell. There's a smell to fall with the damp leaves and all of that. And I miss it. I've been away from it many, many years, but I still miss it. I think the first year I lived in Arizona, I was very young. I was a new teacher, and I moved from the Smoky Mountains to Kingman, Arizona, which is where I met Lochinvar. He came in to work at the same school I did a year after I was there. But so that was good. I mean, I was happy to be there, you know, because of that. I guess I could have done this one too. Yeah, should we do both of them at the same time? Let's do both. But I miss, you know, that very first year, I really missed seeing the fall color. And my mother sent me some leaves. And of course, by the time they got to me, they weren't quite the colors I had envisioned anymore. But, you know, some of them were. Some of them were still supple. I'm going to do this one kind of a reddish, and then I'm going to go over it in the kind of brown. So this is aged mahogany, which is kind of a brownie red anyway. It's not a bright red. Do the back and everything here. And then I think I'm going to take some of the brown and kind of go over it and just mix it with it. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second and answer my phone. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry about that. Just had to deal with some family stuff here. So I am going back now and putting on some of that walnut. There's got a little bit of glue there, and it's kind of making a stain, but that's okay. I kind of like it, so maybe we should just leave it. So I'm putting some of that walnut over the red, which kind of, you know, gives it a nice patina, I think. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. So it's been Grand Central Station, right? It's like the phone has rung, the cat has played with stuff. And that's probably the 4th time today my phone has rung, so it's just one of those days. Down here around the edge. Okay, I just want it not to be, you know, quite so white, so just not quite so white. Guess I don't have to do the bottom really. I like this little edge here that's, you know, it's, oh, I can't think of what it's called. It's like with pinking shears, right? Here we go. Okay. All right, so I don't know how far we'll get beyond these two, but we'll start with these two, and then maybe we'll do a tag or two, or maybe I'll come back and do some tags in a separate video. We'll see how it goes. So I like these, so this is good. So we are going to need to cover up, of course, that See's Candy, but that's okay. I think we're going to be collaging on that a little bit. Let's see. So when I made the papers, the main papers, I saved the offcuts just for this. That's an offcut for something different. So there's that looks good. Maybe we should just do kind of, you know, since I've got that washi tape across the bottom, what about just doing some little pieces, little strips? Oh, I like that idea. Let's just do some strips across the top here. So let me pull out some of these little offcut strips. So these are from the papers that are in the journal. So they will be, you know, excellent. They will coordinate clearly. I also have some old book page. I have some book pages and stuff. I have lots of things. Too many. I have way too many things. Like I picked up, you know, way too many things. Because, you know, you just love it all. Okay, so let's pick one. Should we have it like a little torn edge? Maybe do it in torn pieces. Maybe we should do the one straight and then have the next one torn, cover the straight, and so on. I think that would be a good idea. So just for the ease of things today, I think I'm just going to use my glue gun. Just to get stuff down and not worry about it. Let's see. Cut that off. Still have another piece if we need it. This will be cute just to kind of cover the... See, and I don't know why I bothered to ink it up, right? Maybe we don't have to cover all of them. Maybe we'll only do, you know, 2 or 3 layers here. We'll do maybe halfway up. That's a good idea, I think. Maybe like halfway up and then put something else up there. Pull out some kind of focal image here. It's good. We'll work our way up to the color. One more. Let's see. Put those back in there. This one, I think. Looks like it goes really well with this, so we could just do that one. Maybe, you know, maybe we just do the one more. Just have few strips of it across there. I don't want to cover everything because I like the color of that, but I do. There's this kind of crease here, and now there's my doorbell. So if you will excuse me, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. It has been Grand Central Station. So he's at the door and getting the windshield replaced on my car because it got hit with a rock and there's a crack running up it, and Lochinvar thought he would be home to deal with it, but he's had to go to check on his mom. So it's just one more thing, right? It's just been one of those days. That's pretty. I like that. That's nice. Trying to decide if we want to put one more something on there, just so it's not like right at half. Maybe it needs to be A little lower, a little higher. I guess it's a little below half. Okay, well, let's stop there then. I have brought some small images. I have small, medium, and large. Lots of different images here. And so I thought we might take a look. I have a couple of things that I printed several years ago when I was making a Halloween costume, and we put these on a mask for clocks. So I have like a watch. That would be kind of cool. I don't know that I want to cut it out yet because there's the background. Although I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Like that. That's cute. Maybe something else on there with it, of course. Got a couple different ones. This one seems a little small. I like the scale of this one. So that's nice. Looking through, there's a little punch, skull kind of punch. Here's a tree. Let's see. What else? There's a little crown we could put on the clock. That might be stick up a little big. Here's some funky little mushrooms. These are mushrooms that I colored and drew. So they're just fun little mushrooms. That might be cute. Maybe a little mushroom. Look at this image. This came from a magazine. Now it's too big for this, but it has to go in the journal somewhere. Here's a different little mushroom, different color. That's kind of nice. If we decide on this, I'm gonna go back and fussy cut the watch better. Right now I'm just trying to make a decision on what might look good. There's kind of a moth. I have this moth, which I think is interesting. I didn't really pick out any butterflies. Well, I think I might have picked out a couple of butterflies, but they were like black, and I think they're larger, so. But let's just see how this looks. I can always clean it up, just get a better idea. So, be like time flies, right? maybe the moth and that. Try to have like three little things here. Maybe that's on top. Maybe. Not real sure. Not real sure about the moth. You have a couple of pumpkin kind of things. It's another round element. No, I don't think so. Here's a bat. Could do a bat. Some pumpkin, here's some leaves. The leaves might be cute. Again, I'm just gonna try to cut them really quickly for now, and then, fix the fussy cutting. A nice little background for the. I think I like that, but I like it closer over here onto this. So maybe that almost looks like feathers, doesn't it? Here's some different leaves. Let's see. Here's a different moth. A little smaller. So since moths aren't generally, you know, everybody's like, oh, butterflies, but, you know, people don't, you know, generally go around looking and going, oh, look at that moth, right? I don't want to cover up all of that. Maybe like that, maybe. That's an ATC. Oh, here's a bird. How about a bird? We could have a bird sitting here. He looks a little big, I guess. There's a little caterpillar. That one will be fun later. I pulled this out because I thought it might make fun like potions, like I can draw a little, you know, little things coming up off of it. Here's another bird. We could swap it to the side, this side maybe, and have the bird looking back. Nevermore, nevermore. Like it's not a raven, but you know, kind of looks like it could be. Here's a beetle. There's a leaf that I colored. Maybe. Okay, I think I'm overthinking this. I probably should have just picked something. Maybe something else black and white. Let's see, what else do I have? It's a small little moth. Oh, maybe that'd be cute. Maybe that would be cute. So we could cut that, fussy cut it a little better. Put that one here, and then have the little moth just kind of sitting on a branch. We could have him on the there, maybe off to the side. Here's another moth. Here's another one. Okay, I think I like that little moth. I think that's what we're gonna go with. So this is what happens when you have too much stuff. I pulled out way too much stuff. I should not have done that. I should have limited myself to what I could grab in like 5 minutes or something. You know, because I get excited about all of the different pictures, and it's like, oh, this will be so cool, and I can use this one, and you know, I just get excited about them. And then I just want to dig through every bin I have. Right now my bins are sorted by color, so they're not by theme, which sometimes is hard because if I'm looking for a particular theme, it means I have to go through every color. On the other hand, when they were sorted by theme, if I was looking for a particular color, I had to go through every theme. So, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Seems like it's always something. The best of all worlds, they would be either by color or theme, and then sorted, you know, inside, you know, the other way. So it would be like all by color and then sorted by theme inside, or all by theme and then sorted by separate colors into little bins. But I'm not sure that's ever going to happen because that sounds like way more work than I'm willing to do. And it's hard then sometimes when you put stuff away, you're like, okay, do I, you know, put it by theme? Do I put it by color? You know, it's on, you know, organizing your stuff is an ongoing struggle. It is for me. Okay. I'll cut off his little antenna, and we can add those. We can draw those on. I don't know, I'm still feeling like it needs something. Does it need some lace? Let's see. Oh, this is part of my head. What do we have? I have some of this. I have some beading trim here. That would cover up our little moth though. We did that, so that's going to cover the moth, so we don't want to do that one. I have a little feather. It might be cute. That's cute, isn't it? That's really cute. I like that. Okay. I think we're gonna go with that. I'm just gonna go with that one. I like it. So we'll position this and then we'll add the feather. And hopefully we can get the other pocket done before I have to go back upstairs because they're finished with the windshield. That is the goal. I'm not sure it will happen, but that's the goal. Just gonna use a really thin little line of glue here. I really had fun drawing these little mushrooms. So they're just drawn on like copy paper. See if I can pull one out here. We did the leaves at the same time. These bigger leaves, so they're just on copy paper, and I just used markers, you know, to draw them. So they're fun. Okay, now let's see. We want this here. I think we want him moving. All right, time flies. Might have to put a little sentiment on here that says that. That would be fun, huh? Maybe some little lettering right up here that just says time flies. That would be good. What do we think? Right there? I think so. Okay. This is sticking up just a little. And that's cute. I like that. Okay, I wonder if I have, should I stamp that or should I just write that? Let me grab a pen. Let's just write it. Okay, got a pen. Hopefully it wants to write. Let's try it out over here. Looks like it's okay. Let's give our little moth some antenna. And I think we're just going to put time. Time flies. I like that. That's good. See? Very nice. Maybe some little dots here. Yep. Maybe a little outlining just on our moth here. Make sure we get the edge. Flies, that looks good. Okay, I lied. Maybe a little outlining on this too. y'all know I can't talk and draw anything at the same time. I can't even outline. I can't talk and outline. Probably should have outlined it before I put the feather on it, but the truth is, if the feather's covering it, it wouldn't matter anyway. You wouldn't be able to see it, so. Que sera. Just put it inside here. All right, that is a cute little pocket. I am loving this pocket. That is so cute. I can't wait to put a journal card or something in it in the journal. That is adorable. Okay, done with that one. Let's see if we can do one more, and then we'll probably have to call it good for the day because the phone's gonna ring or the doorbell's gonna ring or something else gonna ring. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. Let's go back to some of those trims. Let's see how what we can do with some of those trims. This one is sequins, right? Wonder if that would cover, see, will that cover all of the See's Candy? I'm just looking for something that's gonna cover that up. It'll cover most of it. Okay, so I need a strip of paper or something to cover part of it. Does that look like it goes to that, or doesn't really matter because we're not really going to see it anyway. Not really going to see it, so. Kind of move that down. If we move one of them, okay, we might see the bottom of it a little bit. In that case, let's use this one. I like this one. So it's going to cover the edge of that just a little. It's going to cover our little bit of our thumb thing. Unless we move it down, we can move it down and let the lace can cover it a little bit. Okay. Okie dokie. We can do that. Let's tear the edge, so yes. I should have torn it the other way so that we didn't have all the white part showing, right? Because when you tear it this way, you don't have that white edge. But this is the part I wanted. It's a little fatter. So I guess we can ink that up. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and use the black. I mean, the paper's brown, but I'll just get rid of that white along there, so it's not so light. This is Black Soot. I know it's not going all the way to the edge, so we can just back a little bit. Just so it's not stark white there. Just not interested in stark white. Usually white doesn't bother me, but for this one, I want to make sure we don't have a lot of stark white on there. Okay. Lay that across. There we go. Didn't quite get the edge there. All right, that looks good. Now I am gonna let this go past the edge so that I can cut the tape off. You know, the tape just holds it. I think I might just finish it with my glue gun though. So I'm thinking something like that. right across there. Good, 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 good. Okay, and I'm just gonna go on the edge here and just make sure that that edge doesn't come unraveled. That's all. Before I cut it, just don't want that edge to come undone. So make sure it's good. Okay. And this part, just flip it over. Got a little bit of loose right here, so let's just put just a touch of glue. See, it is going to come, it comes undone if you don't make sure it's glued down. So just want that good and glued. There we go. Okay. Same thing on the other side. I love fancy trim, can I tell you? It's one of my favorite things because it's blingy. Right? I have, this trim actually came from a dress. I was needing a formal dress and I couldn't find one I liked. I just didn't. So I had a plain black dress. So I bought some fancy lace and I sewed some lace around the collar, and then I added this trim. It was an Empire waist, and I added this trim around the waist and around the bottom. And I had this kind of lace inset on the neck that I sewed in. It was just a very plain, very, very plain black dress, and it turned out to be really beautiful. So, you know, that's one of those things, if you can't find what you like, make it. If you can. You know, I mean, I could not have sewed it from scratch, that's for sure. Hello, Zapper Dapper. So now one of my other cats is up here. Come on, sweetie. He's looking at my snack. He's coveting my snack. Okay, so that's good. So now let's put something down below. What else do I have? We have this. I wonder about putting some more of that down below. Although I'd kind of like to cover up that line. Hello, Zap. Come on, buddy. Keep moving. Keep moving. Do have some ribbon, although I don't know. Maybe some washi tape. Maybe we could just use some washi tape on that. Let's see. How washi did I bring with me? Maybe some washi tape in one of the clusters. I think a cluster might look nice on this. That would be good. Oh, I have some gems. That might be good. Come on. Come on, Zapper. Come on, sweetie. Hey, come on. Go that way. Go that way. I'll pet you in just a minute. That would be nice. We could do that. And then maybe put a cluster right there. Ooh, that's pretty. With this little gold here and that little gold there. Ooh, that's pretty. All right. I think we're in business. Not even gonna have to think about it. Come on, buddy. Back up. Back up, sweetie. He's like, I don't know why I have to back up. You know, I can do anything I want because I'm a spoiled, rotten kitty cat. Zapper, come on. Come on. There you go. That a boy. That a boy. Let me pet you in a minute. Okay. So we got the jewels down, and then this just went, just Providence. We just picked it up and it was perfect. Perfect. So I'm not even going to look at the other ones because if I do, I'll just start second guessing. So I'm just going to put this one on because it looked really good just the way it was. All right. Okay. I think given the number of interruptions that have been occurring today, that I am going to stop right here for now, and then I think I'll just do another video where we'll do some of the tags. We'll do some of the tags in the journaling cards. And then we'll start putting the journal together. That's the exciting part, right? But I love this part. These are fun. Okay, so I'm so excited to have this. I'm so excited. So, all right. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, leave me a comment. I certainly appreciate it. I'd love to talk to you. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you have, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for watching. Until I see you next time, remember, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.